Good morning, Geeks and Gamers. It's Geeks and Gamers Daily, the daily show that happens every week of every month of every year of every decade of every century. And Drunk 3PO is personally committed to being here for every single episode for the rest of time.
And Jamie's personally committed to giving me $3,000 per episode. So that's why I'm here.
So this will be Jay's last episode. Thank you guys for tuning in.
All love, man.
And I'm just happy to be here.
And yeah, Beardo's like, I'm just happy to be here.
Beardo's having a good week, man.
I'm just happy to be here.
Beardo's winning at life.
Oh, man.
Got to see Beardo last night. He's just glowing, man. Just happy, eating, happy.
Happy and eating.
Freshly shaved. Just winning at life. It's like, how you doing, Beardo? I'm just winning at life.
Happy and
What can I say, man? I'm not a liar.
I know, man. I agree. I saw it all over you.
You know, speaking of winning, the 199 representing. I got to say it out the gate. The 199 is representing, ladies and gentlemen, #1 in the United States of America.
Holy crap.
Let's
Number
go.
1 in the United States of America. The 199 representing. Look at that. That is pretty crazy. On what planet do we live in where we are on the #1 show in the United States? Amazing. I don't know. I don't get it, but I'm okay for it. I'm okay. But we do. Hi, Jay. How are you? Are you excited to talk about the death of Twitch, the Lucasfilm story that you told me about, and of course, the Little Mermaid? Are you happy? Are you happy about these topics, Jay?
I'm excited, but I will say, Krista, she exposed me last night.
What?
If you've ever hung out with Krista,
If
you've ever hung out with Krista for like 3 hours, you realize that the energy that this person has, I wish I had it in a bottle that you could drink.
Yeah.
Going zigzagging here and there and everywhere, and it was like I was so exhausted. Like coming back home, I fell asleep on the tram. I didn't really fall asleep. I was just like, let me just stretch out for a minute. And of course, she takes a picture. I think she recorded a video too, but dear God, I'm like, please don't share that. And I'm getting destroyed on Twitter, as rightfully so.
You gotta show it, Jay. Where's it at?
Let's pull it up.
We gotta see
it's
this.
on Krista's Twitter. I don't want to see it, man. I was like, thank God my shirt. You ever fall asleep and your shirt just kind of rolls up?
Yes.
And your belly's just flopping out. I mean, look, I don't have abs of steel like Beardo. You know, I'm the average man, the average good-looking man. But thank God it wasn't rolled up. And I can't even find it. Where is it? You need me to pull it up?
Yeah, we gotta pull it up,
awful,
Jay.
man.
We gotta pull it up.
And then I was like, and then she's laughing. She woke me up because she was laughing. And I was like, what are you doing? So, all right, here we go. Also, this proves our point when we were talking about no one's at Disney. This was their tram service, and it was freaking empty. Here it is. There I am in all my glory.
Oh man,
there's nobody in the tram but us. So it's like that ought to show you. I'm wondering how many kids like picked their nose and wiped it all over the seat. Now that I'm, people farting probably and juicy booty. But
now Jay's just thinking about all the.
It's awful. Like, I mean, God, it's even bad when Melanie Mack makes a meme. You know, you've really gone to a place when, of all people, Melanie Mack makes a gay meme about you. So,
oh man.
And then Krista encourages it, all caps, just like they're all in all caps. I hate that. It's like, this is a remake I can get behind. Why? I mean, it gets worse. Some of these things I can't even show. And then, of course, Legion of Memers, my favorite people ever. They're like, I was like, here we go again. So,
it's dangerous. It's dangerous to go places with Krista because she will.
You never know. Listen, now here's the thing. Like, we were live on Park Hopping, right? And she's like, hey, follow me here. I freaking lost her. There's no lie. It's on the live stream. I lost her in 10 minutes. I could not find her, and the whole chat was like, you had one job, Jay. They're roasting the crap out of me. And I go, I'm just going to stand outside. Hopefully she just turns on the live stream and sees where I'm standing. So she did. I was like, dear God. And then she goes, just give me the camera. And I was like, all right, there we go.
Oh, it's good stuff. Well, Park Hoppin' doing really well. Shout out to you for the good work you're doing.
She's doing, yeah, she's taking that
Good
channel to
stuff.
a new level. So
Yep. It's good stuff. And then we've got Fear the Beardo here. What's up, man?
Let's go. Yeah, nothing much, man. Excited to be here, ready to read some super chats and chime in whenever I can. But thanks for having me on again. Let's go.
Yeah, man, you and me, Rolo, and Hailstorm hopped in. We played some Battlefront 2
Ooh.
last night.
That was good. Okay, the first two matches, we might have gotten our asses kicked. We
Bro,
might
it
have got
was
smoked.
bad.
But the chat, like always, the real MVP said, hey, listen, Beardo, you got to use this class and these cards. As soon as I did that, I was a completely new man. Oh my gosh, dropping 40, 50 kills a game. Rolo had to go to third-person mode. He was a changed man. So, man, we were dominating for the second half of that stream.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Battlefront 2 is fun. I know Jay is going to be back on that game with us at some point.
Yeah.
We get played. It's fun.
I like it, man.
It really is fun. I think that game gets so much hate, and it's just because of Disney Star Wars and all that, which totally justified, by the way. But Battlefront 2 2017 is fantastic. It doesn't have a huge player base left, but there's enough people on there that keeps it active. And playing in the prequel era is just fantastic. And playing Supremacy, Galactic Assault, had a lot of fun with it, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ewok Hunt for the
Yep.
win.
Ewok Hunt, man. That was a good time.
Ewok Hunt's great. So you will be seeing us be playing. We're going to be playing more Battlefront 2 here on this channel. Tonight. And people hey, if you want to do that tonight, I'll do it with you before. It'll be before or after the premium stream for Fortnite for our members. So tonight we are streaming. It's going to be on this channel for the YouTube members and our website members. It's going to be happening on this channel tonight, and it's Fortnite only, for a members only stream. So usually we did the members only stream in terms of letting people play with us. Tonight it'll be a members only stream, playing Fortnite, private lobby, opening it up to everybody that's a member, and then we'll have the premium members from the website that'll be involved in it too. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I cannot wait. But we got things to talk about. We got 1,200 people here already. Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Daily. Thank you guys so much. For those that watched Cobra Cast last night, I actually did get a little bit of sleep finally. Like that's the first time in a while I've gotten a decent amount of sleep. So pretty charged up and ready to go. And I want to say hello to the chat really quick. We got Top Dog. I hate when people blame bad parenting on video games. The internet and social media. Why can't we have a mix between the old world and this current one? Yeah, I mean, ultimately, bad parenting is bad parenting. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah. And that's what I get so frustrated with the whole Matt Walsh and video game crap and all that. And it's like, if anything, video games have helped kids more than it's hurt kids.
Oh yeah.
Kids from broken homes, kids who have bad parents, kids who don't have attention that they need. They found a lot of that release in video games, and it kind of opens them up to another world, and it keeps them out of trouble. It keeps them off the streets. Bad parenting is just bad parenting.
The issue is you could say that about anything. Anything is an excess. I mean, you can even go all the way down to like food and snacks. It's like, what about just like kids eat horrendous food?
Yep.
Like growing up and have health issues and stuff like that. I mean, you could whittle it down to anything, not just video games. TikTok, they spend too much time on TikTok. They spend too much time, on social media. It's like, you're absolutely correct. So
you can also find a mentor or even a best friend through gaming, somebody that might not even live with you in the same state, and you just bond over video games. You might feel alone in your school, you might feel alone in your home, but then you bond with this one person over video games, and you see the kind of like, these stories where years later, say after 9 years of playing Xbox together, I finally got to meet my online best friend, and they hang out. So it helps people like
that's
Jeremy
how Beardo
saying.
was when he first met me. I get to meet my online best friend.
Yep.
They were best friends, and then I told Beardo to come on one stream, and Jay's like, "Oh, he's here to replace me. Fuck him." So
Those were my exact words.
The Beardo, did that top super chat disappear when I unstarted? Okay, cool.
Yep.
So that'll be our process today.
Cool.
Sir Hat, I can't remember if I missed yesterday's show. The sky was on fire.
Oh man, that New York.
Jay, see if you can pull up some pictures of New York right now. New York is terrifying right now, and I don't know if we have people there. I mean, we have people on the team that are in New York. I haven't spoken with them about the situation, but I don't know if is it as bad as we're hearing? I guess they canceled the Yankees game. Is that right, Beardo?
Yep.
Didn't they cancel the Yankees game?
Yep, they postponed it.
And it
There we
does.
go. This is what we're seeing all over. I mean, it looks like zombie apocalypse.
Wow.
Craziness. And I was like saying, is it really like this? Like, that is unreal.
Wow.
Yeah, I have friends on Instagram who traveled to New York a few days ago, and they were posting pictures from a few days ago. Everything was normal, and then they're out walking down like through Times Square in Manhattan, and it looked like this. Like this happened during their vacation.
That's crazy. Yeah, it looks like Mars. Somebody in the chat said it looks like Mars.
That's wild.
Yeah, so this is from the Canadian wildfires that's affecting New York, and I guess it's even affecting a lot of people on the Upper East Coast there. So scary indeed. Blake Barrett, safe travels to everyone heading to Dallas. Thank you. Chef Nick Nero, Geeks and Gamers, Ryan, shaking my head. Where am I gonna get my racism? You know how it is around here. You'll find somebody. I promise. Jeremy, next time your internet goes out during Cobra Cast, go back to that convenience store and try snacks voted by the chat. You could call it snake bites.
Ooh.
Honestly, it's not a bad idea.
There you go.
I had so much fun on that stream. It was crazy. That thing went in directions I just never expected, and it was wild. Jam 55 becomes a new member. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Good to have you here. All right, so this first topic we got to talk about is something that Jay told me about yesterday. I don't know if you have that screen pulled up, Jay. If not, I can pull it up. But it's so Star Wars Theory, friend of ours, shared some information about Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, Leslie Headland, who is the current showrunner for a new Star Wars series, The Acolyte. I always mess that word up. This is some interesting information that we are getting on a 2019 interview from Leslie Headland. Again, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant. So, Jay, take it away. Just to give us a lead in really quick.
Yeah, according to this was an interview, and she made some interesting comments about George Lucas. I'll let you all be the judge. There we go.
This is like what we understand to be Star Wars. Like the idea that like that only came from George Lucas, that only George Lucas holds the key for what we understand to be Star Wars is just untrue. And I think the prequels are an excellent example of that. I mean, the idea that like when you're hiring a director, that everyone is sitting in there waiting for George Lucas and not for the person who's going to know to hire Ralph McQuarrie, that's the problem. That's the misogyny and the problem with the auteur myth as it stands today, because they're not thinking this is the person that will hire the right people and this is the person that will be able to create the lookbooks and direct people to get them to that place. They're just thinking, do you have all the answers? And the truth is that nobody does, and anybody that says they do is lying.
Wait, so George Lucas doesn't
the disrespect.
Wow.
Sounds like she's blaming George Lucas of a little bit of misogyny there.
Wow.
And then she tried to use the prequels as an example why George Lucas doesn't know Star Wars.
Bro. I mean, honestly, everybody knows I'm a prequel defender, and right there, that's the best. That was the best. That was the best thing to ever happen to prequels. Is her to slam it, because now that's the side you're on. You're on Leslie Headland's side if you're a prequel hater. Holy crap. Okay.
Like
so
basically saying that. Oh, go ahead,
No,
Jeremy.
no. Go ahead. Go.
No,
Go ahead.
basically saying that George Lucas doesn't have all the answers for something that he created, that he is, he's birthed this Star Wars universe. He's put it all together, and she has the nerve to come out and say, to think that George Lucas is the only person that knows about, what's going on in Star Wars is wrong. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, how do you say that? And then on top of it, how does Lucasfilm go to this person and go, we'll give you a Star Wars show. Here you go. You get a Star Wars show. You get a Star Wars show. It's like these people are so stupid. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But yeah, this is where we are. And they wonder why Lucasfilm is just set to flames right now. That even the mainstream media is coming out saying, yeah, I think Star Wars sucks. That's basically what I showed those headlines on Tuesday night's main event of article after article after article. This just came out recently because of the terrible reviews of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And the fact that they took Willow, which is another Lucasfilm, IP, like they just removed it from Disney Plus. Like they just erased it from history. So it's like, the mainstream is like, yeah, Lucasfilm kind of sucks. So it's awful. And now you have these interviews where Leslie, whatever her name is,
Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant.
Yeah, she's disrespecting George Lucas and basically saying he don't hold Star Wars in his hand. It's for everyone. It's misogynistic. It's all that. You have lost your freaking mind. That's like Jeremy, who had, Jeremy created. He started Geeks and Gamers. He had a vision, he has a plan, and someone like, Jeremy doesn't, he doesn't know all things about Geeks and Gamers. I do, or like somebody. It's like it's so stupid, but this is where they are.
Well, so to like. George Lucas clearly doesn't have literally every single answer of this massive universe he has created. If you want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, that's not the problem here. The problem here is the disrespect towards him and to bring misogyny into it and then just disrespect it. When you are part of Star Wars, you should walk in that door and go, thank goodness for George Lucas and look at what he has created. And we love what he's done and we appreciate this universe. She's going in there actively taking shots at him, bringing misogyny into it and just disrespecting the king maker himself, George Lucas. And again, this is Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, a disgusting human being that stood by knowing everything that was going on and said nothing. Now she's standing for women, standing against misogyny, all of that. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. This is another classic example of that. I will say, I don't know where Theory got this information from. I know it's a SoundCloud interview from what we're being told. So yeah. I know Theory well enough to know he's done all of his due diligence to double check to make sure all this is legit. But in the age of AI and all of that, it's like, man, is this real? Did she really do this? And again, if you've heard her previous comments, it's pretty easy to say 2 + 2 = 4 in this situation.
Absolutely.
So, because she is a bad person, and Lucasfilm continuing to just show us exactly who they are.
Someone in the chat says, "Bring back misogyny," so we can get good movies and stories again.
Yeah.
She's just so out of touch, especially just saying that about George. Like, we've seen the production behind the scenes documentaries about the prequels. Every single freaking design, whether it was spaceships, planets, or lightsabers or robes, everything had to get approved and stamped by George Lucas himself. But on the other hand, he didn't, decide exactly what lightsaber people were going to hold. He gave them an option, said, what lightsaber does Obi-Wan want to hold in Phantom Menace? Mace Windu was like, can I have a purple lightsaber? And George Lucas was like, yeah, that's fine. He can have a purple lightsaber. So he didn't hold all the cards. Yeah, he had to approve everything, but he also let the actors, people who cared about Star Wars within Lucasfilm, his Lucasfilm, make their own decisions for what they felt was best for their character that they're playing.
Yeah, and there was a magic around George Lucas's Star Wars. You know what I mean? You can feel it. You can feel it when you watch it. It's just there. There's magic because his fingerprints were on it, and the love and the care that went with it. It's so awesome to see his Star Wars, and then you watch current Star Wars, and it's just absolutely awful. We got a 50
Woo!
from Gremlin.
Let's
50.
go.
Some of my best times was playing Dark Age of Camelot with my guild and going to a yearly guild meetup and partying all night. And yes, the smoke is nuts from a guy living in West New York? Well, I'm sorry you're dealing with that, Gremlin. Obviously appreciate you and all your support here on the channel and all those gifted memberships you're always dropping. And yes, that's gaming is so important. And again, it's just like anything else. If you wanted to paint negativity around anything, you could. Again, I brought the whole Bud Light argument up, and you know, for Matt Walsh and not even just him, but a lot of like conservatives to bring up that anti-video game argument, it's similar to them going, well, Bud Light, it's not a big deal. We're not worried about it because Bud Light destroys families and drunk drivers kill people, and you know, alcoholism is bad, and so we shouldn't even be worrying about it. It's like, no, you see the bigger picture here, and why that Bud Light boycott was so monumental. And I think it's, you know, affected a lot of what's happened in recent times with, you know, Target and other companies are, you know, responding to all this because of the Bud Light boycott, because people unified around a common goal and saw the bigger picture. Trashing on video games is not helping anyone at all. And using video games as your scapegoat to try and trash whatever isn't helping anything. It's only hurting. So you're only hurting the cause when you do stuff like that. So
and you can take us, for example, too, Geeks and Gamers. Like, we met and found each other over the internet, playing video games with each other over the internet, building that bond. Yeah, a lot of us have relocated here in Orlando so that we can do stuff in person together. But that's only because we all bonded and meshed online over video games and over these kind of discussions that we're having right now.
That's right. And I was thinking, Jay got 12 job offers after his lawnmower simulator video. He had 12 job offers to run landscape companies around the country. That's how important video games
I was the #1 Twitch streamer for a week. Now Twitch has fallen, but maybe I could do the same waves over on Kick.
And so, we are going to talk about Twitch here in a bit, because it's really bad.
But going back, it's so sad how activists have taken over IPs, and whatever bubble that they live in, they just pat themselves on the back and think that they're doing good work. And when people criticize it, all they know how to behave is act like children by pointing fingers at us and saying we're terrible people, by calling us names, by trying to call us like names that used to have substance and meaning behind it. Now, because everything is racist, we just kind of laugh at it at this point. And it's this is where we are. It's like they behave like children. We watch these people. I mean, I consider all these people kind of lumped up in the same family. You know, like when Trump had his inauguration and like people just screamed because they thought that was going to stop it. It's like, let's all go in the street and scream and throw a temper tantrum, and then that'll stop it from happening. It's like you're acting like a little spoiled brat, like a little child, and it's you know, they're all cut from the same cloth. This is just how they are.
Agreed. Agreed.
I mean, we showed that like from that crazy lady from Disney who, you know, screamed and cried and said Splash Mountain was racist, and people that rioted are probably Trump supporters and racist, and yet she went on it and wrote it again, just because. So it's like they're all like little spoiled children.
Just proving the point that it's really not. It's not what they're saying it is, and her actions proved that. Her actions completely contradicted her fake outrage words, and always fun to see that. All right, Beardo, catch us up on some soups.
All right, let's go. The Volt Guy for $5. Sorry, I know this is a G&G stream, but Ron is using AI-generated art to attack the Don. Just thought I'd let you know since you are outspoken about AI.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and I saw those stories. I haven't looked too far into it, but I will be looking into it for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously more of a Cobra Cast topic to talk about with the political side, but I will be discussing that on tomorrow's Cobra Cast for sure. So I will look into it though. But I did see those stories going around Twitter this morning, and pretty interested to find out more about it. So.
Thank you. Crispy Noken for $5. Happy 39th birthday to Ghostbusters. Also, just rewatched Battlefront 2 live stream from Jeremy's perspective, and it was hilarious. All hail to the 199.
Hell
Good time
yeah.
last night, man.
Nah, we
Crispy's
had
good
fun.
people. How you doing, Crispy? I know he's up in New York as well. So
Right
good
on.
people.
Right on. Hell yeah. So like the whole thing, what we're going to do with members too, because Crispy's, been supporting us for a long time, but it can open the doors for like private Call of Duty lobbies with all the members. I don't know if they do private lobbies on Battlefront too. But like could do some private games on Battlefront.
The thing is like it's super easy. Like we were playing with members who were watching the streams last night, and they were getting into our matches easy. So
You know what the hardest part was? Getting us all linked.
Yeah,
on PlayStation.
absolutely. Yep.
That just took a minute. We're like, you invite me. No, you invite me. No, you invite me. Real quick, before you continue, Willie Dave is in the chat. I just wanted to let you know, Willie Dave, that I picked up the boxes and delivered all the cool little goodies you sent all the G&G people. So
Hell
thank
yeah.
you. Huge shout out to Willie Dave for all the cool stuff.
Shout out. Thank you.
Amazing. That's all I can say. As some would say, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Absolutely
pretty crazy.
amazing.
Pretty cool. All right, go for it, Beardo.
Jay Salty Beaver for $4.99.
Hey.
MCU fan is in the ring. A8. It's Jeremy's juicy back end from the top rope with a chair.
Hey, my back end was looking good last night, okay? My back end was looking good.
Angel Fire for a $1.99 says, get ready for the global warning clowns now.
Yeah, that's going to happen. That is going to happen.
I'm sure that's...
Ronan the Crusader for a $4.99. During yesterday's stream, Hackettstown in Jersey looked like it was Vegas in Blade Runner 2049.
Wow.
Air's clearing up today, but I still got to be careful. Yeah, be careful out there, man.
Everybody's
That
got to
is
be.
crazy.
It is.
This is the one instance where I would say, if you have to spend an extended period of time outside, maybe mask up.
Yeah, seriously. It reminds me of Interstellar. Like, seriously, like that scene from Interstellar. That, again, Nolan's always like Dark Knight Rises seemed to become a documentary about the summer of love in 2020 and all that crap. And
it's ash, right? Is that like it's like ash in the air?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So it is wild, man. It really is.
Sophie there you go.
What's more misogynistic, Headland, deferring to the man who created Star Wars to know about Star Wars, or covering up for the largest predator of women in your industry? Boom! That's right. Sit down. And look, I'm going to quote a great, great, great man by the name of Quarter Black Garrett. Leslie Headland, too ugly to be assaulted.
Wow.
He said that on a FNT.
Wow.
The thing is, he's not wrong.
Wow. I know a few men that can fix her.
Shout out to Quarter Black Garrett.
Shout out. Sophie for 10 says, "Hail, I'm happy Messi is free from France. Sad he's going to Miami. No offense, but whoever heard of American football? Sorry, soccer. Enjoy him though. 199."
There's a good chance I might go see him live. He's just one of the greats of all time.
Oh yeah.
It'd be kind of neat just to say I saw Messi. In his later years and playing, because if he's playing in Miami, he'll travel.
Yeah,
he'll travel around.
He's just doing what David Beckham did at the end of his career. Came to the United States and
made a ton of money.
Bag.
Yeah, and so
it's his legacy is just insane. So and Jay, we'll have to do that.
I think that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Horny
Al for a $4.99. Saying Lucas doesn't know about Star Wars is like saying Tolkien didn't know Lord of the Rings.
Sounds like Amazon.
Yeah, I heard
and
that.
all their people.
I heard that. And all right, so we're gonna get some more here in a minute, but we're gonna talk about
before you switch.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen all the Transformer reviews and stuff? Like,
I watched Jeremy Johns yesterday.
The Rise of the Beast. The Rise of the Beast is making some right now. Like last time I checked, it was like at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and there is a rumor out there that there could be a G.I. Joe crossover.
It's
I don't know if it's
Confirmed.
real. I
It's
don't
real.
know. It's just a rumor.
It's real.
But
It's real.
this is one of the worst. When I saw this, I was like, "This can't be real. This can't be a real review." But he says, "Ever wonder what a Transformers film would look like without military propaganda, racism, hypersexualization, and Linkin Park? Thanks to Transformers: Rise of the Beast, we now know the answer. Pretty damn good. It's got the
my
spark to
God.
reboot and relaunch the franchise." This is coming from Dan, the fan. I mean, look at that.
Look at that
Jesus.
guy.
Look at that.
Jesus.
Look at that profile.
Dan the fan. What
I
an
mean,
original.
he's getting like played with. I'm like, how do you make a? If that's really the Transformers, it's in for a lot of hurt.
That
But-
dude is trying really hard to get laid.
Yeah, very hard.
I
very hard.
don't. You know, I want to. All right, here we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to click off. I was.
No,
trying
you're
to,
good. You're good. Go
This
ahead.
is the guy. I don't mean to laugh at people.
Oh my God. Oh,
But have you guys heard the
no.
rumors that they might tie in GI Joe?
Yeah, me and Jeremy were talking about it yesterday.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Is it really a thing?
Yeah.
Is
Well, I mean,
GI
this
Joe
is-
in this film?
I don't want to give like direct spoilers, but like GI Joe and Transformers that's been a crossover for a while. Like comics, they did that in the comics a lot, and they actually were in the same universe in the cartoons. So they were in the same universe. So this is definitely a thing that has been kind of building. I just like from a GI Joe standpoint, they're clearly not going to run with the Snake Eyes movie. Thank God for that. They're not going to run with the old continuity with the Channing Tatum Rock movies. I don't see any scenario where that happens. I think within the timeline, I think this takes place in the early 90s. I think this takes place prior to the timeline of those Joe movies anyway. I just don't have a lot of faith at them to do anything right with G.I. Joe. The Transformers movies, there's two good Transformers movies in my opinion, live action, the first one and Bumblebee. The rest of them are absolutely horrible.
I like
Someone in the
second
chat
one.
says Transformers was pretty good. Saw it last night. It's entertaining, but Bumblebee was better. The movie Bumblebee was better.
I've heard that this Transformers movie is not that bad. I might go see it.
It's not tracking well though, honestly, but it's I mean, I didn't have any interest in seeing it, but
Yeah, but GI Joe, the whole thing. I'll just say it's there's a tease of that. So in the movie, and because I wasn't really interested to see this Transformers movie, and then I heard all of that, so I did kind of do a not deep dive, but I did some research to see, and yeah, they're doing the GI Joe Transformers crossover. I don't know what that looks like.
I have those comic books, by the way.
Yeah.
I have the
It's
GI
just-
Joe Transformers comic book.
I mean, again, I love GI Joe so much, and I would love to see GI Joe done right. I don't have any faith that it's going to be done right at all. I guess we'll see, but there's obviously an element that I'm excited about, just because at least it's GI Joe being back on the big screens in some capacity. But if it's anything resembling Snake Eyes, which I can't see how that would be, considering Snake Eyes was a complete and total failure, as it should have been. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. Even to the point where it made me appreciate the Retaliation and Rise of Cobra. That's shocking, because I hated those movies too when they came out, even though Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow were fantastic in those movies. So yeah, I guess we'll see what direction they take this. It is cool. I guess if anything, the good thing I can say about the Transformers movies, generally speaking, is they have not been based on identity politics. You know what I mean? They've just been objectively just bad movies. I don't think I've seen. How many Transformers movies have there been? No,
I
we have
think
like 7.
5 before
No,
this.
no.
6
So you had
maybe.
you had the first one, then you had I remember the
So there was
first three.
Transformers, Dark of the Transformers.
was the third.
Yeah, Rise of the Fallen was the second. Dark of the Moon
was the third.
and
Then the
you
Mark
had
Wahlberg. Mark
the
Wahlberg
last,
was the fourth.
Last Night.
Mark
last-
Wahlberg was the fourth one, and then was
Age
that
of
one the
Extinction.
last? Yeah.
Age of Extinction was the fourth one. Then there was Last Night, Bumblebee, and now this one.
So this is 7th. So that makes 7. This was the 7th one right here, and God, man, I don't know what direction they're going to go in. I have no idea what to think.
So how much do you know about this GI Joe thing? I know you don't want to spoil too much, but is it a new rebooted GI Joe, or is it GI Joe live action that we've seen before?
So all I know, based on what I've heard on what's in the movie, is that it's a mid-credit scene where they just hint at it. That's it. Hint at GI Joe being in the universe. That's it. That's all it is. So we don't know anything else about it. And the GI Joe Transformers crossover had really good moments in the comics. It also kind of went in a really weird fucking place too. So I don't know. Right there, Dave, for 50. 50. You're welcome, guys. Here's a 50 for Beardo.
50.
Watching him kick ass on Resident Evil, enjoying Park Hoppers with Krista and Jay. I've been on all your crazy streams, Jeremy. Keep up the great work, everyone. 199 Meek. Hell,
let's go.
Yes,
Thank you,
awesome.
Dave.
Appreciate that, man. You are awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying all the content here at Geeks and Gamers. We appreciate it so much. Yeah, I don't know, man. You go back to that first Rise of Cobra, and what they did to Cobra Commander, what they did to Duke, what they did, it makes me so mad. But again, the Snake Eyes Storm Shadow element was so good that it's acceptable. And then at least they got Cobra Commander's look right in Rise of Retaliation.
Yeah, but how do you, if you go to the Hasbro's YouTube channel right now, they're showing the classic G.I. Joe cartoons for free, 24 hours.
Yes. They've been doing that for a while. Yeah.
So if you really want to watch the original G.I. Joe, and you can just put that on and just have it on 24 hours a day. They're showing every single episode. They haven't stopped for like a years actually. They've been doing that. But it's like, how do you mess up a G.I. Joe film? It's just so it's not complicated. And that's the thing that's just so funny to me. It's like, it's not complicated. You have Cobra, a world, trying to dominate the world. You have these awesome characters, and they fight a special force from America. Like, that's it. You can literally go to the cartoon and take one of the, and just kind of, update it into live action and just keep the story the same. It's pretty.
And what drives me crazy? So the first G.I. Joe movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and what they did to Cobra Commander was fucking horrendous. The second one, that's badass right there. Okay. Yeah. That is awesome. That is cool as hell right there. They got the look perfect I'd rather him have blue, you know what I mean? But okay, I'm fine with that. Cobra Commander looks awesome. You know what I mean? And it's just, and there's another one right here that I wanted to share. So Cobra Commander looks super cool in the second movie. Like, that's badass. Look at him there with Storm Shadow. That's badass. You know what I mean? And so G.I. Joe is one of the coolest universes there is, with some of the prominent characters, whether it's Snake Eyes, who's the most popular G.I. Joe, whether it's Storm Shadow, whether it's Duke, whether it's Lady J, Jinx. Then you get into the Serpentor. If you want to bring Cobra Lai into it with Globulus, Nemesis Enforcer, the Royal Guards. You just have a plethora. Sergeant Slaughter. The list goes on and on and on. Beachhead, Barbecue.
I like
Major Blood. Like, there's just so many amazing
Major Blood was
characters.
Like the Starscream, kind of. Or maybe that was Destro. I'm not sure.
Destro, Destro's so fucking cool, man. And you can bring in Zartan. You can bring, there's just an ungodly amount of characters that you can utilize. And what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to make Cobra Commander a fucking black woman. Okay. It's probably what they're going to do. All right. Storm Shadow will probably be a racist white man trying to take over. Like, it's just going to be so bad. That's what Firefly is another one. Yes. Flint. The list goes on, and but that's pretty much what I think they're going to do with G.I. Joe. So that's why I can't be excited for anything that they're going to be doing. Like I said, at least they haven't ruined G.I. Joe with Transformers with identity politics. They've just been bad movies.
Except for the cartoon.
So, yeah, I forgot all about
cartoon.
That.
Those new cartoons were pretty rough for Transformers.
Yeah, they were.
Especially when you have Optimus Prime is like, I didn't know you were non-binary. I will use your preferred pronouns. You're just
Good Lord.
What the freak was that?
God, I know.
And that's been memed to death.
Yeah, yeah, it has. Well, speaking of pronouns, we got to talk about Twitch. Twitch is having a rough time right now. Twitch is
Yeah.
having a rough time. So yesterday, Twitch announced new rules, and it was universally rejected. You had Asmongold basically saying, I'm calling for a boycott. I can't deal with this anymore. You had Ninja, who's the most subscribed or the most followed channel on the platform, called Twitch tone deaf over their new multi-streaming rules. Whenever Twitch, whenever Ninja is actually talking and it's the thing he's talking about is so cringe that it's even more cringe than him, you know it's bad, because Ninja is one of the most cringe people on the internet. But it's getting wild. In fact, Mr. Beast wants to stream on Kick to protest Twitch's new guidelines.
Yeah.
That's how bad this got. That's how horrifically bad this got. Now, I had another one right here.
Did you see what Kick tweeted yesterday? They said yesterday was their biggest subscriber influx of their entire existence.
Yeah, right here on Dexerto. They've got it right here. Kick claims they doubled their 24-hour sign-up record during Twitch's controversial branding policy changes. So right there, we just doubled. Shout out to the other website for the boost. So
yeah, the other website.
The other website. That's
the
really
purple
good.
heart.
Yeah, that's really good. Kick's doing a good job. I like the trolling that Kick is doing.
Yeah.
And then Twitch tried to backpedal essentially. They tried, and it didn't go very well. It didn't go very well at all. Oh, hang on. So Drama Alert just tweeted this. Hang on.
Ooh,
So
breaking news, everyone.
It's about an hour ago, but right here.
Oh, never mind.
Twitch CEO speaking about simulcasting after streamers like Ninja have spoken out the new rules.
That's the Twitch CEO?
Yeah, that's the guy who I was telling you about yesterday.
What
who
the
self-admittedly says that he's not a gamer. He's like,
Is that like Willie Nelson?
he's got 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah. I think when you were talking about that, you said Kick, but I think you meant Twitch yesterday. I think you accidentally said the Kick CEO.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
but this is who
I
you're
meant the
talking about,
Twitch
yeah.
Twitch CEO. Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's
here
where
we go.
all our Twitch money's going, to this guy.
Yeah,
right here.
right here. Look at the chat. The chat's going crazy right now. This
The
is the
mummy.
Twitch. This is the Twitch CEO.
Dude.
Willie Nelson. All right, here we go. Listen.
Carter, can you talk about why Twitch is so averse to simulcasting? I feel this is net positive as Twitch has a better user experience. Most streamers will bring more people here. Carter, I think it's a good question. As you know, we changed our policy there to be more permissive in terms of the non-web streaming platforms. It's something that we always have to keep an eye on. Right now, we included and retained that prohibition. But I think it is a question that we're always keeping an eye on, because, part of this is we want you to be growing your audience, and many of you are investing in Twitch, and we want to support your ability to invest in Twitch and grow your audience. That's a big part of what we need to do, is help you grow your audience.
He
So
said literally nothing.
Yeah, so they don't so he wanted to crack down on, so basically like when Beardo streams on Kick and Twitch at the same time, he wants to crack down, like that's a no-no.
Yep.
That's insane. Like, how do they think this is going to...
Streamers been doing that forever, man.
And then
It's
Rumble
like-
goes out and pretty much slammed them too and said, you can multi-stream on Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. We don't care.
Yeah, absolutely. So right here, yesterday we released new branded content guidelines that impacted your ability to work with sponsors to increase your income from streaming. These guidelines are bad for you and bad for Twitch, and we are removing them immediately. Got the community note. Twitch's terms of service still state that Twitch user streamers may not insert embedded advertisements or... Now, what's funny about this? Did you see who responded to this?
No.
Elon Musk.
Did he?
Elon responded and said, LOL.
Like, Kick is right underneath
And then
Elon.
Kick-
I know.
Kick
And
replied, yeah.
Kick replied as well to Elon. So yeah, man, this is bad. This is a very bad situation for Twitch. This is going to get worse. The fact that Elon is now aware of it, I'm hoping that someone will put the bug in his ear to either buy Twitch or to just make his own Twitch, but or maybe just Kick's doing a great job of that, by the way. You know what I mean? So, so right now, like Twitch, I don't see how they can overcome this. I really don't.
The only way they can overcome it is basically saying, okay, well, for the next 6 months, we're going to give streamers 99 or 95% of all they make, like something like that. It has to be money based.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
I completely agree. They have to change their their revenue split, and I think longer than 6 months. It's got to be permanently as long as Kick is doing 95 to 5%. Twitch has got to do something close, man, because they cannot compete, especially rolling out these new guidelines. This is just, they're completely out of touch.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
like
50-50 right now.
It's 50-50. Like
follow me on Kick, everyone. Screw them.
I have had people for years complain about the YouTube cut and all that. I've never had a problem with the YouTube's cut. All right. I've never had a problem with 70-30. The platform that YouTube has built, the infrastructure, and everything that they allow, I have never had one problem with that. I don't know how long Kick can maintain their 95.5?
Yeah.
95.5, yeah.
I don't know how long they can maintain that. I'm glad that they're doing it right now. I know Rumble's got a really good cut for all of that too. I don't think that's sustainable for the long haul. If you look at the amount of video that gets uploaded to YouTube every single day. Has anybody ever looked that up? It's insane how much content gets uploaded to YouTube. It's hard to even process it. And so to manage all of that, you've got to have an incredibly built system. I mean, look at Twitter right now. Twitter still can't maintain video. Twitter couldn't handle 500,000 people in a Twitter space. But at that same time, the PlayStation showcase was going on and they had 750,000 people live on their channel on YouTube. You know what I mean? And that's not to mention all the other stuff that's going on YouTube. YouTube never has a problem with that. YouTube can handle millions and millions of people watching live streams consistently on multiple channels. Twitter couldn't even handle a few 100,000 people in a Twitter space. They'll get to that point. The point being is it takes a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of resources to build these platforms. It absolutely does. And Rumble's going through that. I think Rumble's making good changes. But back to Twitch, I don't see how they recover from this. Kick, and do we know who the CEO of Kick is, or who's the guy that runs Kick? Do we know
his name
who
is
it is?
Big E. I follow him on Kick. I don't know his real name, but he goes live almost every day talking on Kick, talking about changes, updates, things that they're working on, people asking suggestions for improvements, stuff like that. So
okay,
his name is on Kick. He's called Big E, but
he's Trainwreck kind of like run the show over there. And then obviously they have their gambling sponsors that they do too. But they also sponsor a Formula One car. Alpha, what's his name? Romeo.
I'm not sure. I don't keep up with Formula One like I used to. I used to keep up with it. I don't anymore. Twitch CEO might be older than you. Steph, send that to me on Twitter, on Twitter inbox if you can, Steph, or put it in the daily chat so I can access it there.
Listen, but the truth is, at the end of the day, it's all about platforms. You know, you take care of the creators. The creators, you know, will be happy with your platform.
Yeah.
So that's why I left Twitch, is when they made their first policy and they're like, we're going to change, we're going to do 50-50. And I had a voice chat in my Discord with all my members, and I said, I think I'm gonna just leave Twitch because I know a lot of people like to give, they want to be members, and I'm like, wouldn't you want your money to go to the person you're supporting and things like that? And they were like, yes. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna move over to Kick and we'll just see what happens. So that way, someone like Sleepy Willie over there that we just saw.
Sleepy Willie.
Somebody in the chat said that. It was pretty funny. It's like, you know.
Sleepy Willie. Here's a Kick account. The GOAT just followed us. It's time for Kick to take over. Mr. Beast responds, might do a stream for fun just to protest Twitch. LOL. There's kick.com responding. And then Elon I think Elon responded to this. Yeah, right here. Great. So there's Elon responding to Mr. Beast. So again, man, Kick's got some big eyes on them right now, and I hope that it
If
will.
they do it right.
Yeah, and they need to. So for those of you that are watching right now, if you're not familiar with Kick, Kick is literally a Twitch a clone. It's what it is. It's a Twitch clone. And a lot of people are moving over there. We all have channels over there. Drunk 3PO. Jay has pretty much abandoned Twitch, and he only streams on Kick right now. So Drunk 3PO's over there. Fear the Beardo's over there. Beardo's been grinding over there. We have a Geeks and Gamers account, and there's a D-Day Cobra account over there. I'm sure mods can drop links to all of that. So if you're interested, I think, and again, we have a partnered Twitch channel at Geeks and Gamers. Shout out to Kristen over for helping us get there. Krista has a partner Twitch channel. I almost got partnered, but I just can't keep the consistency over there. I think I'm done with Twitch, though. I just don't think I'm going to stream over there anymore. I'm not saying other people should do that. Like, if Twitch is a resource for you from a financial standpoint, stay over there. Do what you got to do. I would never ever shame anybody for staying on a platform that they've built their following on. So you do what you need to do. I've never cared about Twitch. We did it because it was a platform and we felt like we should utilize it. But now it's just like, what's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point? And in all honesty, I don't even stream directly on Kick. I'm usually just mirroring like a YouTube stream. So having a Kick with YouTube or Rumble or something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know what's interesting out of all of this though is Twitch just self-destructing, and somebody, I think we mentioned it. We might have mentioned it yesterday. They tweeted at Elon Musk saying, "Why don't Twitter just do this? Why don't Twitter?" And Elon's like, "All right, we'll get it done." So maybe Elon's responding to all this stuff. So maybe he's really looking at setting something up on Twitter where
it'd be even crazier.
People will start streaming on Twitter.
What if Elon Twitter partner up with Kick and Kick becomes an extension of Twitter?
Jeez, that'd be wild.
I never even thought about
where
that.
Elon steps in and says, "Hey, you guys need a little boost to help get things rolling, get out of beta mode. You can start doing gifted subs, gifted memberships, actual donations." Elon comes in and kind of partners up and shows them the reins.
That'd be pretty cool. There's options out there for sure. So it's exciting. I'm glad we have competition. We need competition. We need alternatives. Kick kind of started getting their traction around the right time. Twitch is literally just shooting themselves in the foot. So
but I mean, that's just what is happening. It's like when YouTube was giving creators tons of problems and wanting people silenced and stuff. Then Rumble was like, "Hey, we're gonna try to make it better." I mean, Rumble's not perfect, but people ask like, "Hey, I want to start a channel." It's like, make sure you get that stuff set up. I mean, Rumble, I think I don't know what you need for monetization on Rumble. I think it's instant. Like once you set up, or is it like 50 followers on Rumble?
I think
it's not like YouTube.
Yeah.
Like YouTube, that to get that monetization for a lot of it's difficult.
Yeah,
that 4,000 hours is like no joke.
1,000 subs and 4,000 watch time hours.
It just seems like it drags, And then you have Kick, which is 75. You get 75 followers, and you can start to receive monetization stuff. So
yep.
It's
it's like I said, man. I'm
wait. I didn't mean to cut you, but oh man, SBZ in the chat says, "Yeah, but I'm worried about the Aiden Ross influence." Yes, we are all keeping an eye on that as well. That is
yeah, we talked about that a little bit yesterday. I don't have anything against Aiden Ross, and I'm more of an Andrew Tate fan than a hater for sure. I've followed Andrew Tate now since he got mass banned from social media, and that's how I became aware of Aiden Ross. I appreciate that Aiden Ross is willing to call things out that a lot of streamers his size is not willing to call out. A lot of people have tried to cancel him over that. They've tried to cancel him over his friendship with Andrew Tate, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, he seems to have a lot of influence with Kick, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. So we will be keeping an eye on that. Ventalo for 50. The absolute legend returns. Always look forward to listening to Cobra Cast during my overnight shift. Beardo's Resident Evil playthrough is top notch. Looking forward to Jay's show after this. Bless you guys. Hail the 199. Hail to you, dynamic trio.
Yeah, huge
Hell
shout out
yeah.
to you, brother.
Hey,
Thank
yeah,
you,
what time?
Vitalo.
You going live at 30 minutes?
Whenever we're done. Whenever
Okay.
we're done.
And we will push everybody over there
No
whenever
worries.
we do that. So
Ventalo is my editor for History of Pirates.
There
yeah,
go.
you said that yesterday. And did you drop that link again? You can drop that link. Get those people over
did.
there. There's been Talo for $1.99 and $1.99. Thank you. All right, let's read some, Beardo.
The Rand Man for $2 says Tolkien doesn't know about Lord of the Rings. Unknown for a 199 says shit Clown Wars.
Shit Clown Wars, baby. We still have not added those emojis. We will do that. Shit Clown Wars.
Jack for a 25 says, let's see how Acolyte turns out with a winky
Shit.
face.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be very bad.
Andre CR for a 2,500 in, I don't know what currency that is, but
CRC?
thank you. It disappeared on me.
Oh shit! Hang on. Damn it! That's because I clicked off of it on accident. I didn't mean to. I can get it though. Andre for. Hang on. I'm a fucking idiot. You fucking
idiot.
What color is my Bugatti? Blue. After blue balls.
You have a-
Sophie for
keep
2
reading.
says, Jay, did you get this stuff from Ryan?
I did. Here's one of them. This is freaking awesome. Thank you. I got the other gift as well.
Is that a bookmark?
Yeah.
I did
it's
too.
like
I
a
did too.
stitch. This is freaking awesome. Thank you.
I did
I
too.
love this stuff, like this fan art. You guys haven't even got the books yet. This is freaking awesome. Thank you so much.
Yep. Sophie's awesome. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking badass.
Eli Saul for 2. MCU fan is a hardcore simp for Krista. 199.
199.
She's got a lot of them, actually.
Yeah. Let's see. Andrew says C3P meme also has AI generated videos on YouTube about Meatball Ron. So C3P meme. Okay.
I've
I'll have
seen
to-
those. Yeah, it's going around. It's going around.
I'll have to check that out.
Bruce for 5. We're gonna need a heavy dose of Rage 3PO for that $3,000 per appearance fee.
I played
Dirty
Krista,
Jersey.
man. Gosh, she tired me out. I was drinking coffee like at 11 o'clock, man. I was like, hold on, give me a second. Well, it's what old people do. It's how it is.
Dirty Jersey for $2. It really is like a nuclear winter out here. Surreal.
Wow, I'm
It's
so
wild,
sorry to hear that, man.
I'm man. It's scary. It's very scary.
Sir Hat for $2 says, oh, hey, I was in Hackettstown yesterday.
Oh, hail.
Hail. Essen, 441 for $5 says Twitch tried to walk back their bullshit, but got a community note and an LOL from Elon. If only the Iron Sheik were here to make Twitch. humble."
Yes.
Yes.
Beardo, do you approve of his avatar? Sunglasses in the.
They're all right. They're cool. They're cool. I might rock them. I would rock those. The Cremnado for a 550 says my house yesterday looks like Twin Peaks outside. Minus
Jeez.
David Duchovny.
Oh,
Duchovny.
it's the guy from X-Files, David Duchovny.
Yeah.
Duchovny. David
Yeah,
Duchovny in drag.
Mm-hmm. David Duchovny. I never watched the X-Files.
Yeah, neither of
A lot of people love the
Really, I love
X-Files.
that show.
Yeah,
I watched it got a little interesting near the last few seasons, but the first 3 seasons for me were like peak X-Files stuff. I thought that was great.
Captain Clean for 2 says PSA: mask can't block smoke or ash. You'll choke.
Oh,
Well,
Here we go.
now we
Well,
know.
see you later.
Wasim Khan for a $4.99. Messi turned down 3 years, $1.6 billion from a Saudi team.
Really? Jeez.
Well,
Must
it
be
goes to
nice.
show you money isn't everything.
Must be nice.
A
hey man, who
feline.
doesn't want to come to Miami? Miami beaches.
Yeah, come to America.
Got a great governor here.
Feline
States,
named
governor.
VJJ for $2. Beardo is the Fauci of G&G with his mask up comment. Well, listen. The only
Kinda
reason
long.
I said that is
you asked for that one.
well, the
That
only
was
reason I
good.
said it.
That's
it
freaking great.
personal reasons. Yeah, I'm gonna. Who said it? Feel I named JJ. I'm gonna make you feel like a real
Who said
dickhead
it?
right now.
Who said it?
I have a grandfather. My grandfather sadly passed away from lung cancer complications. So whatever I can do to help influence people to not smoke to protect their lungs, I will do that. So there you go. Feel I
Boom.
named JJ.
There we go.
Oh man, that was a. Now you made me feel bad. That was a funny super chat, man.
Butter biscuit for $5. Lucas certainly had the answers on Critics Court last night. Just get Frank Gore to contact him.
There we go. Frank Gore. Shout out to Frank Gore.
Shout out.
Freaking Jay.
Fear the Fauci. I'm sorry, man. That's funny.
Top dog for a 199. What is the Bumblebee movie? Is it a new one?
No, it's the one with Haley.
It's newer.
Steinfeld.
It's a throwback.
Yeah,
It's
Like
a
it takes
prequel.
place. It takes place. Yeah, it's a prequel to the originals.
it's really good. It's really good. It's arguably the best live action Transformers movie. Maybe better than the first one. But I really liked it. So awesome. So awesome.
Let's see. The Rand Man for $2 says, "Can I get a Kamehameha from Beardo?"
Kamehameha, I think.
Yeah, Kamehameha.
Kamehameha, but when they pronounce it, it's Kamehameha, right?
I don't know. I don't watch Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyways, it's going to cost you more than $2. But thank you. Butter biscuit for $5 says, "All my East Coast peeps, be safe. Got my electric mask today. Sky is dark but sunny still. Stay blessed."
It's wild, man. I kind of like. I want to go see it. I want to go there. So, like, it's like Mad Max. You know, it's freaking crazy looking.
The Blue Futon for $5. Transformers 3 in the Chicago sequence is top 10. To jump out of a plane with a 3D camera is crazy. Michael B knows how to mix CGI with real explosions.
I don't even remember the Transformers movies after the second one, because the second one was so bad. I don't even remember it.
Was the
So-
third one with Leonard Nimoy? He was the bad guy. Or was
What?
that the fourth?
Leonard Nimoy.
Leonard Nimoy was the voice.
Spock?
Yeah, was one of the voices of the
Oh,
Transformer.
you meant the voice. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't
the voice,
remember-
the voice.
I don't remember Leonard Nimoy being in it, but the way you said it was like he was
My
in
bad.
it. So,
I don't know if that was the third one or the fourth one.
I don't remember or not.
There was. Are you saying that he voiced Sentinel Prime? Because he was the
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
guy
Sentinel
that they found.
Prime. Yeah,
that they found
everyone's
on the
saying
moon.
yes. Jay is
Hmm.
right. Obviously, thank you, Chad.
Obviously,
Okay.
obviously, I'd like to see a Sergeant Slaughter movie. I would too.
Bamboo Taco for $5. Have you seen the new Dragonfly from HasLabs?
Absolutely, I will be ordering it very soon. I love HasLabs and Hasbro and what they're doing.
Scorned for a 199 says, "Dude rose up from his coffin this morning." Talking about the Twitch CEO. Sir Hat for $2.
You missed this one. If Gary loses the bet, he should come sing in New Jersey.
Oh wow!
Gary, listen, man. Gary loves Bon Jovi.
Should he be wearing a mask, Beardo?
Sure.
I'm sorry, man. That was funny.
Hey, man,
Hey, I get
personal
roasted
reasons.
worse,
Personal
man,
reasons.
but you gotta laugh at it.
Hey, it's like the line in Dark Knight Rises with Batman. They know. They just
Yeah.
don't care. They don't care. It's the meme. You're getting memed. It's the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. No hard feelings. Scorned for a 499 says, "Woke up this morning and my channel was gone. So I lost my D-Day Cobra gifted member, but it's all good. When I get paid, I'm joining again, and here's to the 199.
Wow.
What? That sucks. I remember
Well, that's
you getting that
unfortunate.
gift. I remember that happened last night. You got the gifted membership last night, and I'm sorry to hear that. That really sucks. So, did they get an email or anything? Because I remember last night when you got the gifted membership. So that sucks.
Bushin Ryukat for a $2 says, "It's Summerfest, the first event reaction G&G will show." Oh, is Summerfest the first reaction?
I don't know if we're going to do Summerfest or not. I'll keep you guys posted.
I'm not going to pronounce this correct. Brian Doyle for a 199 says, "Beardo is giving off Ming the Merciless?
Merciless.
Oh,
Merciless.
Ming the Merciless vibes. I don't know who that is. Am I giving off Ming the Merciless vibes?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck. Taker for $5. I really like the Twitch CEO's performance in the highway chase scene in Matrix Reloaded. When did he stop acting?
Dude, the chat went crazy when I pulled that video up of that dude, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so funny.
Sophie for 6. Wait, did I? Okay. Populist Populist Monster for 2. Dr. Beardo here to tell you to get a 7th booster. That is something that I will not recommend nor suggest. So,
Dr. Beardo. What the freak, man?
Sophie for 6. My visa application got denied. Haven't tried again yet. Can you believe one of the questions is, are you going to the USA to join a terrorist cell? Like, seriously?
I wonder if anybody ever answers yes.
Yeah, I know. For sure. Look at Ivan with the 10 Valientes. A little late, but Headland's made up show, Acolyte, won't see the light of day. If it does, it will fail gloriously. Hail 199. She's the Hollywood George hated and what made him a maverick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She's just a terrible person. She really is. And I know we got a few more to go, and we'll get to those here in just a minute. But I wanted to talk about the Little Mermaid box office really quickly. So the Little Mermaid is failing at the box office. If you just Google Little Mermaid box office, look at the results that you get. All you get is box office. Little Mermaid gets doused in China, South Korea after racist backlash. Little Mermaid tanks in China and South Korea amid racist backlash. Little Mermaid tanks in China, South Korea over backlash, racist backlash. Racism blamed for bad up box office in China. China's backlash against Little Mermaid exposes Hollywood's spine. Right there, Fandom Wire, likely not to reach 625 million. Little Mermaid fails in China due to racism. That's just fails due to racism, guys. That's just all it is. It's just racism. It can't be that it's just a bad movie. It can't be that people are tired of identity politics. All you're getting from the mainstream is it's racism. Racism is why. Holy shit. And again, we talked about this many times, but they're going to continue to spin because look at all these articles. They're all 11 hours ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago. They're going to continue this spin over the Little Mermaid box office because they cannot simply accept the fact that people just don't care about this movie. They're not going to go see this. It's going to lose money. And I found it last night. Let me send myself the screenshot.
Yeah, it looks like when you look up like other box office like Black Panther and Wakanda Forever, they didn't do terrible in China.
I want to show you guys this real quick. Steph, I'm just sending you something to your inbox. It's a screenshot that I took that I wanted to show people because I am going to take this screenshot right here when it's all said and done, and I'm gonna hashtag Little Mermaid lost money with this screenshot right here, because this clown right here, whenever the opening weekend happened, this clown tweeted this out. MAGA snowflakes heads explodes. Woke Disney's Little Mermaid with woke casting of Haley Bailey wins the holiday weekend box office with 119 million. This makes the film the holiday's 5th biggest opening weekend of all time. I am going to post this with Little Mermaid lost money when it officially loses money. That's how these freaks are right here. Look at his first thing is that MAGA snowflakes. When the Little Mermaid has, I guess, decent opening weekend domestically, the first thought is MAGA snowflakes. The first thought is Trump. That's how deranged these weirdos are. If you're so happy with the movie, if it was so good, why is Trump your first thought? You know what I mean? These people are just unbelievable. I can't wait to tweet this with hashtag Little Mermaid lost money. It's going to be great. Good Lord, man. So what do you guys think about this? The Little Mermaid and all this other stuff going on with it.
I think it's hilarious they're celebrating the 5th biggest.
Not the 5th biggest one. God damn it, dude.
I just
Good
waited
job on 5th place. It's like the meme. It's like the meme in the Olympics where the guy in last place is popping the champagne. He's got girls around him and everything.
It's the participation trophy.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all. That's all it is. The participation trophy.
These people.
It's so stupid. It's like, I wonder what they're gonna. I guess that's just gonna be the spin after a couple more weeks when all the numbers officially come out. They're like, well, it was just the movie would have been a huge success. But
If it wasn't for all those racism,
you know, again, like going back to like movies like Black Panther that did $1 billion. You know, like that did well in China and stuff. It's like Spider-Verse, like the spin now on Spider-Verse is that, well, it's an animation, and the Chinese love animation over live action. So that's the spin I'm seeing. It's like you can't compare the two because it's an animation, and you're just like, come on, man. These people, they will never take an L no matter what. They'll never say, yeah, well, we'll do better next time. It's pass the blame to someone else, like somebody else's fault. It's not our fault.
Yep. Dude, 1286 $5 Rumble rant says, I thought about joining you for Battlefront 2 yesterday, but I ended up having 100-view stream last night on my first Rumble stream playing Majora's Mask. Didn't even know how I did it. Well, that's awesome.
There you go.
Congratulations, man.
Hell yeah.
Rumble's doing good stuff. I'm happy that Rumble is, seeing success, and I'm always happy to see people within our little corner of the internet doing well.
Is awesome.
So that is awesome.
I'm also waiting for the Chinese to tweet out, we're not watching The Little Mermaid. This is MAGA country.
I heard that. Mr. Toxicity says Mike Pence is going to get embarrassed. Yes, he is. No doubt about that.
Dude, nothing will ever. The fly on the head will never.
No.
That was the worst.
Yeah,
like,
that was terrible.
You could sink low, but that was like when you have a fly on your head and you don't even notice. Oh my God.
It was so funny. Harry Brownhole says, as Lucas said in School Zoom, Disney, not his Star Wars.
That's right.
Yep. I remember that. I remember that video. Just wanted to hear Beardo read my super chat, 199. Well, go ahead. Let's go.
Sandstorm for $2 says, just wanted to hear Beardo read my super chat, 199.
There we go. Just give it a 50 for the hell of it.
50!
There we go.
My cum cells. My cum smells. Thank you, Mike, for 5. Says Bumblebee is a prequel reboot, truly underrated. I love the new take on the original cartoon design of the bots in the opening scene. Thank you, Mike Humsmells.
I want to see Bumblebee again. It's been a while since I saw it, but I really did.
I saw it on an airplane. That's it. That's the only time I saw that.
A feline named Vajayjay for $2 says Dr. Beardo's shot causes erectile dysfunction. Well, don't get it.
See you later.
Hold on a second before you.
What? Whoops.
Can you
sorry.
share?
Oh no!
Yes.
Beardo, I just want you to know that this was made by Tom. So
hey, that's fine. That's one of the better ones Tom has made.
Oh shit, that's good.
Maximus for 5. I wouldn't be surprised if China, South Korea, and Japan straight up boycott USA films after being called racist so much because of the TLM vandalization.
Yeah, that's a good. Actually, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
It is a good point. Maybe, and you know how bad that would be for a lot of these studios. That'd be
We're not
really,
gonna watch
really
your
bad.
films. You keep calling us names. Screw y'all. We'll make our own.
People are tired of it. Jay, do you feel represented by Blue Beetle?
I do. I appreciate that we have the first Hispanic superhero ever. Forget Zorro. Forget whoever. I don't know. Like, it's the first ever.
Yep.
Thank you, Blue Beetle. A movie I probably will not see.
Thank you.
Sophie says Transformers animated called Prime was very good. I did see a little bit of that one too. I did enjoy it from the little bit I saw. So,
bro, did you watch Transformers the movie? Like, what was it? Like 86, 88?
86, and then 87 was G.I. Joe.
You hear how that movie gave me trauma. That's all I have to say. That movie gave me like serious trauma.
I didn't see it originally in 86. I saw the 87 G.I. Joe movie. I think I saw that like a year or two later after it came out. And I've told the story about seeing G.I. Joe, the movie, for the first time. So then I saw the Transformers after seeing G.I. Joe like a few years later. And because there was all the controversy, because the Transformers movie and what happened in that with Optimus Prime and everything, that forced them to make creative changes to the G.I. Joe movie with Duke. Because Duke, Duke was originally killed in the G.I. Joe movie. But because the backlash for Optimus Prime in the Transformers movie happened right before the film, right before they released the G.I. Joe movie. They altered Duke's injury to where he was supposed to die, but they turned it into where he just was in a coma. And so they changed all, so they didn't want to kill Duke off. And
the Transformers movie was one of the first video rentals I think my parents ever rented for us from. I wasn't Blockbuster, it was somebody else. But yeah, you put that on, it's like all your favorites get killed off in the first 10 minutes. You're just like, what the heck? It was terrible. Then Prime dies, you know, like 5 minutes later, and you're just like, man, I hate this movie. Then Starscream, you know, oh man, brutal. What a brutal film.
So what year did the Transformers movie come? I thought it was 86. Am I wrong about that? Let me see. Transformers.
I don't know. I didn't see it in theaters. It was just like, I was like, yay, Transformers,
86.
one of my favorites.
Yeah, 86. Because 86, and then G.I. Joe came out in 87. And so so the Transformers movie, the reaction to the Transformers altered the G.I. Joe movie.
That's wild.
Now the G.I. Joe movie. The G.I. Joe movie is pretty divisive in the G.I. Joe fan community. It's fucking really divisive, actually. I'm in the minority of, I liked it. I loved it. But most Joe fans hate the 87 animated film because of what they did with Cobra Law and Cobra Commander and a lot of the continuity changes they made there. So, but both those movies, the Transformers and the G.I. Joe movies, are pretty divisive.
Well, they made those. It seemed like they made those films to introduce a whole new line of characters so they could sell different toys. So it was like we knew you all were in love with all the cartoons and Optimus Prime, but we're gonna get rid of everyone. I mean, Megatron, Starscream, they got rid of everyone in that film to say, here's all the new ones. Rodimus Prime. All that Ultra Magnus, all of them, like these are the new ones. Go buy this, and people were like, "What the freak have you done with our characters?"
I know, it's wild. But yeah, so I love the G.I. Joe movie, but a lot of Joe fans hate it, and there's a lot of documentation out there to support that for sure.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't like the G.I. Joe movie either.
You know what? You get the fuck out.
I know.
You didn't like the opening? I'll read that here in just a minute, Greg. Have you didn't like the opening?
I might have to watch it again. It's been so long.
The greatest opening in movie history. Okay? And I don't mean animated movie. The greatest opening in the history of movies is the animated G.I. Joe the movie. If this doesn't scream of fucking America, I don't know what does. This is the most American thing you will warnings right now.
Yeah,
so
I bet.
Holy shit, that's amazing. That is amazing.
Wait, the Transformers soundtrack of 86 was 100 times better than the G.I. Joe soundtrack.
The best animated soundtrack is X-Men the animated series.
X-Men.
You got the touch. It's all that cheesy 80s rock.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
I will. Great. Yeah, the overall soundtrack for the Transformers is phenomenal. All right,
I gotta watch that. We gotta watch it at HQ. You gotta get that movie. Let's do it.
Let's go.
It's been a long time. I think I was so traumatized by Transformers, I didn't want to.
I love the G.I. Joe the movie, and we'll watch Transformers too. Here's Greg says, Jeremy, if you're ever in Daytona Beach area, a little north, you would trip on my vintage G.I. Joe collection. I tried to email you pics, but it wouldn't send. Stop by and check it out. Hell yeah, man. I'd love to. I'm always game for some G.I. Joe collections. Always game. So that's awesome, man. And you've told me some stuff about your G.I. Joe collection before. So Dirty Jersey says, thanks for the shout out yesterday. By the way, son loves it. 199. Thank you. Appreciate that. Carlos Estrada says, once again, Jennifer Lawrence will be the first time a young man is in a movie, just like she did with Adam. Also, JL was the first Hispanic superhero.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence.
Someone in the chat called Unicron's left nut says, don't be a woman, Jay. I hated you, Unicron. I hated you. I never want to see you again.
Oh, man.
You and your Rodimus Prime can just go rot somewhere. Go rust away.
Between DeSantis and Christie, Trump is against a raging rhino and a hungry hippo. Dr. Beardo, instead of the J&J shot, whether it be a G&G one. Oh my
Get
God.
your G&G shot.
Get your G&G shot of J&A's.
Hasbro Studios series line for Transformers is
I
Frank
love the
says,
Transformer toy.
hey guys, happy Thursday. Little Mermaid heading for a max 500 million. What do you think Indy is going to max at? I think Indy's still gonna, like, Indy carries more weight than Little Mermaid for sure. I think Indy could probably get into the $700 million range, which still puts it at a loss from what we're hearing with the budget and everything like that.
I'm going 900 million. I think like the normies and all like you said, it's a different Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones. Like the last one, the Crystal Skull did unbelievable numbers, and it was I thought that was a terrible film. It wasn't like a Last Jedi franchise killer movie. I just I just thought it was just a bad indie movie. So, but I'm thinking close to 900 million total. I think it has more of an international appeal, don't you think? Maybe
I think so. I think so because of Harrison Ford and everything like that. So, Super Based gifted 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships. Thank you very much. Have we seen the new Transformers movie? Any thoughts? I haven't seen it. Thinking about going to see it today, but I haven't seen it. Thinking about seeing it today. We'll see. Drunk 3PO, I'm right there with you. Emotional damage.
Yes,
LOL,
Transformers.
It's
screwed. I wanted to see
Screwed up a lot of
Ironhide
people.
and Ratchet and do all that stuff, and you're just like, they just died with one shot. Freaking, oh my gosh. Megatron shows up in the ship with his gun, and he just blasts them all in the face in the first 5 minutes, and they're all dead. And you're just like, what happened here? It was crazy.
We're getting Optimus Prime in Fortnite. That's going to be crazy. I can't even understand how that's going to be. He's going to be a playable character in Fortnite.
And also, so this is what's going to happen if I know Fortnite. If I know Fortnite, Optimus Prime will be a Battle Pass skin, but sooner or later this season, there's going to be item shop skins for Bumblebee, Megatron, Ironhide, all of them.
That would be crazy if that happens, man.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I can't wait to play as Optimus Prime. That'll be great. We almost got teabagged by the Cobra Paratrooper. I would love to have Dan Vass cover the Misfits. We are 138, but make it. We are the 199.
That's cool.
That's actually good. That's actually really good. All right, so that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are all caught up. Geeks and Gamers Daily, another one in the books. Shout out to Jay and Beardo, and probably going to have Jay on here a lot more once we get back on the rotation. And obviously, we'll have Beardo filling in when necessary as well. But Jay's going to definitely be our rotating person for like when me and Ryan aren't available. But also just going to have him on here whenever. Jay, you're about to go live on your channel, right?
Yeah, head on over to Drunk 3PO if you haven't subscribed. We're so close to 100K. I just need 30,000 more people to subscribe, and we're gonna get there. It's gonna be epic. So
yep.
I'm gonna go live. Probably get a drink of water, and then once we're done here, about 12:30, I said. So like whenever the show finished, and then
okay,
we're gonna get
all right.
there.
Subscribe to Drunk 3PO.
Thank you,
Beardo. What do you got going on, buddy?
Nothing much, just more of the same. Streaming over on Kick a lot. Twitch is dead, so I do like restreaming though. So maybe restart streaming video games over on my YouTube and Kick as well. But make a Kick account. Follow all of us. We're all on Kick.
Yeah.
And rest in peace to Twitch.
Also, if you're a member of my channel, we've been giving away Gina Carano autograph stuff, some other things as well too. So only for my beautiful, amazing members. We're gonna do another one again before I leave for fulfillment of the Achromatic Chronicles series. So head on over to the channel. You might get gifted a membership to win some really cool stuff.
We go. And I just saw a comment here. The 199 couldn't get us to 1,000 likes. What? We're not at 1,000 likes yet.
Smash it right now.
We're at 928. We still got 2,000 people here. Also, really quick, while we're grifting for likes, really quick, 221B Tactical. We have relaunched the 199 Battalion Snake Pit shirt over on 221B. If you have not had a chance, we have them on sale for 2 weeks. We're at
Boom.
1,000 likes now. There we go. So we put these on sale for 2 weeks. They did really well, and then people started getting them in, and then others were like, "Bro, can you make those available again?" So they are available for one more week over on 221B this Monday. We shut them down. So if you have not gotten your Snake Pit Battalion shirt, go over there and do that. And also the hoodie, the flag hoodie, is back in the store as well on 221B, and we've added that logo, the 199 logo, to the other sleeve on the flag hoodie. So thank you guys for all the support. And then also, of course, go check out Meta PCs.
Yes.
Go over to Meta PCs, check out their website, see what all you're interested in. They do a great job. They do a great job taking care of all of us. And if you are interested in getting something, please use the code 199. Let them know Geeks and Gamers sent you. We do appreciate that. So thank you guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you tonight for a members-only stream on this channel to play Fortnite with our members. So we appreciate you guys. I hope you all have a great night. Shout out to the Dallas crew. The Dallas meetups are happening tonight. So go over to Nerdrotic's Twitter account. Check out all the information there. Ryan's there. Steph is there. Hollywood Scholar's there. Geeks and Gamers representing Friday Night Tights. Rip-a-verse. You guys know the drill. Go over to Drunk 3PO's chat and tell him how much you love him. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll talk to you later.
Have a great afternoon.
Bye.